సమాజహితం.
Okay, hi children, good evening. Okay, myself Ramnath, Botany lecturer, and so many students are waiting for a NEET examination. So many students are waiting for NEET examination. So this crash course program in short time, short duration, and short duration. Okay, and we will revise a lot of or number of topics. Okay, for example, and I am Botany lecturer. So in 11th standard and first unit, and there are three topics, and living world and biological classification and plant kingdom. So these three lessons, first unit, and you are getting from 10 questions. Each question 4 marks, means 10 for 40 marks. It is very important because of now I am going to discuss the plant kingdom. So what is plant kingdom? For example, according to R.H. Whittaker, there are 5 kingdoms. What are the 5 kingdoms? And Monera, and Monera, Protista, fungi, Plantae, Animalia. Plantae, it is one of the group of plants. Plantae included. Plant kingdom, it is included plants. So plants are photosynthetic, and so they are autotrophic, and autotrophic organisms, and they possess cell wall, and they possess vacuole, and so nucleus also present in the plants. Not only nucleus is present, not only and plants, they are present in the all organisms. So plant kingdom included plants. They are photosynthetic, autotrophic. The plants possess cell wall, cells possess cell wall, vacuole and nucleus. So in plant kingdom, so there are different types of classifications are there according to the Eichler classification. Plant kingdom divided into 2 main classes. What are the 2 main classes? Cryptogame, phanerogame. Plant kingdom included plants. Plant kingdom divided into 2 main classes, cryptogame and phanerogame. Cryptogame means non-flowering plants. Phanerogame means flowering plants. So non-flowering plants are cryptogame divided into 3 division: Thallophyta, Bryophyta, Pteridophyta. Okay, so children, cryptogame means non-flowering plant. Clistogame means unopened flower, do not opened flowers. Non-flowering plants divided into 3 divisions: Thallophyta, Bryophyta, Pteridophyta. How many divisions are present in the cryptogamy or non-flowering plants? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 division. The phanerogamy divided into a single division, spermatophyta. Spermatophyta. But what is meant by spermatophyta? Phyta means seed bearing plants. Seed bearing plants. Seed bearing plant. Total how many divisions are there in the plant kingdom? Means 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 divisions, but in cryptogamy means 1, 2, 3 divisions. 3 divisions out of 4 divisions. Out of 4 division. So these are the Thalophyta. They are aquatic. Aquatic. Aquatic means which are live in the water. Then Bryophyta, Pteridophyta, Spermatophyta, they are in the land plants or terrestrial plant. So Thalophyta, Bryophyta, the suffix word of the division is called as a phyta. Bryophyta, Pteridophyta, Spermatophyta. Spermatophyta. See once again children, plant kingdom included plants, and plant kingdom divided into 2 groups, 2 classes, cryptogamy and phanerogamy. Cryptogamy means non-flowering plants, phanerogamy means flowering plants. Cryptogamy divided into 3 divisions, Thalophyta, Bryophyta, Pteridophyta, and flowering plants divided into single division is called as a spermatophyta. Spermatophyta means seed bearing plants. Seed bearing plants. Out of in non-flowering plants cryptogamy, so out of all these divisions, Thalophyta is an aquatic plant, Bryophyta, Pteridophyta remaining all the landed plants or terrestrial plants. Again Spermatophyta divided into a 2 subdivisions. What are the 2 subdivisions? Gymnosperms, angiosperms. Angiosperms again divided into a dicotyledon, monocotyledon. See, phanerogamy means flowering plants. Flowering plants divided into single division is called as spermatophyta. Spermatophyta divided into a 2 main groups, gymnosperms and angiosperms. Angiosperms again divided into 2 main classes, dicotyledon and monocotyledon. So next Thalophyta divided into 2 subdivisions, algae, fungi. Okay, algae and fungi. See once again, cryptogamy means non-flowering plant. Non-flowering plants divided into a 3 division, Thalophyta, Bryophyta, Pteridophyta. Thalophyta again divided into a 2 subdivisions, algae and fungi. But what is algae? Chlorophyllous autotrophic thalophytes are called as algae. Non-chlorophyllous or heterotrophic thalophytes are called as a fungi. So bryophytes, okay, once again I will explain. While I am explaining bryophyta, see, listen carefully. First to landed atracheophytes. First to landed atracheophytes. Embryophytes, archegoniates. What is the first to landed? Means when compared in the course of evolution, first to algae, then later bryophyta, then pteridophyta, then later gymnosperms, then later angiosperms. Out of all these plants, highly evolved or advanced plants are called as angiosperms. Okay, first to landed, there the algae is the aquatic. The next bryophyte is the first to landed atracheophytes. A means absent. What is absent? Xylem and phloem is absent. That means in bryophyta first landed but do not containing vascular tissues, they are called as atracheophytes. Embryophytes during the life cycle in bryophytes produces embryo. Embryo means how to formation of embryo, fusion of male and female gamete is called as a, and zygote develops into a embryo, and it means in the life cycle of bryophyte produces embryo, they are called as embryophytes. Archegonia, female reproductive organ is called as a archegonia. Which plant possess archegonia? They are called as a archegoniates. Archegoniates. And what is the definition of algae? Chlorophyllous, autotrophic, thalophytes are called as algae. First landed, atracheophyte, embryophyte, archegoniates are called as a bryophyte. First true landed, tracheophytes, both are the land plants. They are the atracheophyte, they are the tracheophyte. What is the tracheophyte means? Pteridophyta plant possess vascular tissues, because of they are called as a first true landed. First landed plants are called as a bryophyta. First true landed plants are called as a Pteridophyta. They are tracheophytes, means which possess and vascular tissues. Embryophytes and archegoniates. Seed bearing plants divided into two groups, gymnosperms and angiosperms. What is the difference between the gymnosperms and angiosperms? Gymnosperms and angiosperms means in the gymnosperm, this gymnosperm produces naked ovule. Naked ovule means without ovary. Ovary is absent. Absent of the ovary, what happened? So after fertilization, ovule develops into a seed. But in angiosperms, ovary and ovules are present. After fertilization, ovary develops into a fruit, ovule develops into a seed. But whatever it may be, either gymnosperms and angiosperm both are seeded plants. What is the difference between the gymnosperms and angiosperm? Means only seed produces plant. Fruit and seed producing plants are called as a angiosperms. See once again, see plant kingdom means and green color, chlorophyllous, autotrophic, photosynthetic organisms called as a plants, which is plant kingdom included plants, and plant kingdom divided into a two major classes, cryptogame, phanerogame. Non-flowering plants are called as a cryptogame and flowering plants are called as a phanerogame. So, and non-flowering plants divided into three divisions, Thalophyta, Bryophyta, Pteridophyta. And Thalophyta means thallus. Thallus means the plant body do not differentiate. The body is not differentiated, root, stem, leaf. So is called as a thallus. Thallophyta divided into two subdivisions, algae and fungi. Algae is a and chlorophyllous, autotrophic, thallophytes are called as algae, and non-chlorophyllous or heterotrophic thallophytes are called as a fungi. And first landed atracheophytes, embryophytes are archegoniates are called as bryophyta. First true landed tracheophytes, embryophytes, archegoniates are called as a pteridophyta. And so gymnosperms, angiosperms means only seed bearing plants, no ovary. Without ovary, only ovules are present. After fertilization, ovule develops into a seed, and after fertilization, ovary develops into a fruit and ovule develops into a fruit, and seeded plants are called angiosperm only. And ovule is, and no, without ovary, ovule is present, and so such plants are called as a gymnosperms. Okay, next and first one, algae. So out of all these and groups and all these and plants, algae and angiosperms are very important non-archegoniates. Algae and angiosperms, there are non-archegoniate. What is meant by non-archegoniate? And which plant do not possess archegonia? And it means female reproductive organ. Female reproductive organ is called as archegonia. Archegonia is absent, so they are called as a non-archegonia. Non-archegoniates are the algae and angiosperms. Next, and after this, and according to the and textbook and NCERT algae, and next bryophyta, pteridophyta, then gymnosperms, then angiosperm. First one algae. Okay, in algae. Okay, in the plant kingdom, first organisms called as algae. In algae, so study about algae is called phycology. Phycology. Study about algae is called phycology. Father of algae, F.E. Fritsch. Indian father of algae, M.O.P. Iyengar. M.O.P. Iyengar. Definition of algae: bright, chlorophyllous, autotrophic, thallophytes. Thallophytes. Algae is a bright green color or chlorophyllous autotrophic thallophytes. Autotrophic thallophyte. Some algae associated with fungi is called lichen. Some algae associated with animals. Example, sloth bear. Example, sloth bear. Sloth bear. Okay. So algae means, study about algae is called as a phycology. Father of algae, F.E. Fritsch. Okay. Indian father of algae, M.O.P. Iyengar. So the habitat of algae, aquatic. Aquatic means fresh water or marine water. Okay, habitat of algae is aquatic. Aquatic means which are live in the water. Maybe they are fresh water or marine water. Mostly fresh water. So algae means bright, chlorophyllous and autotrophic thallophytes. Some algae associated with the fungi is called lichen. Some algae associated with the animals. Example, sloth bear. Sloth bear. For example, the algae and unicellular or multicellular. Algae is unicellular or multicellular. Unicellular algae. Example, chlamydomonas. Very important, it is repeated. So algae are either maybe unicellular or multicellular. Unicellular algae, example, chlamydomonas. Colonial algae. Example, valvax. Very important, repeated in the NEET examination. And simple branched non-motile algae, branched, simple unbranched filamentous algae, Ulothrix, Spirogyra. And so unicellular motile algae chlamydo, unicellular non-motile chlorella, marine or kelps. It is a massive plant body. So there are, and algae either unicellular or multicellular, unicellular motile algae Chlamydomonas, unicellular non-motile chlorella, colonial algae Volvox, and simple unbranched filamentous and algae example Ulothrix and Spirogyra. And marine means the algae present which are present are living in the sea water, marine or kelps. Marine example kelps, it is a and marine algae. So next, the algae plant body is not differentiated, roots, stems and leaves. Only plant body is differentiated, not differentiated roots, stems and leaves. And next, cell structure of algae. So each cell covered by cell wall. Cell wall is differentiated into two layers, outer layer and inner layer. Outer layer made up of pectin, inner layer made up of cellulose. Inside the cell wall, what is present? Inside the cell wall, cell membrane. The cell membrane, inside the cell membrane is total is called as cytoplasm. The cytoplasm it containing vacuole surrounded by protoplasm or cytoplasm is called as a vacuole surrounded by cytoplasm is called primordial utricle. In the cytoplasm it containing chloroplast. Presence of the chloroplast algae is a green color. Each chloroplast it containing the spherical bodies are called as a pyrenoids. Pyrenoids are, this is called as a spherical bodies are called as a pyrenoids are storaging food material is called as a starch. And so pyrenoids are made up of protein. Pyrenoids are proteinaceous body. So and algae and based on the unicellular, multicellular, unicellular algae chlamydo, unicellular motile algae Chlamydomonas, unicellular non-motile algae chlorella, colonial algae Volvox, simple unbranched filamentous algae is called as Ulothrix and Spirogyra, and marine algae example kelps, Then algae plant body do not differentiated roots, stems, leaves because of its thallus body. Some algae is floating on the surface of the water, ponds and lakes. Then algae and cell structure. Cell is cell made up of cell wall. Cell wall is differentiated. Outer layer is called as a cell, and outer layer made up of pectin. Inner cell wall made up of cellulose. And below the cell wall, cell membrane. Beneath the cell wall, cytoplasm is present. Inside the cytoplasm and vacuole surrounded by cytoplasm is called as a primordial utricle. Vacuole surrounded by and cytoplasm is called as a primordial utricle. In the cytoplasm it containing and green color chloroplasts are present. Chloroplasts it containing pyranide. Pyranides are storing food material is called as a starch. Pyranides are made up of protein. That means here what you understand? C means here algae. What is algae? Bright green color chlorophyllous autotrophic thallophyte based on the unicellular and algae it containing unicellular and multicellular, and all examples are very important in the competitive examination. Next, algae reproduction. Algae reproduction, there are three types: vegetative, asexual and sexual reproduction. Algae reproduction, there are three types: vegetative, asexual and sexual reproduction. And algae vegetatively reproduces by fragmentation. What is meant by fragmentation? This is the filamentous body broken into a pieces. Each pieces or each fragment develops into a new thallus is called as a fragmentation. And algae asexually reproduces by zoospores. What is zoospore? Zoospores means motile spores. What is motile means? Algae sexually reproduces by spores is called as a zoospore. Zoospores means motile. Motile means which possess flagella. And algae sexually reproduces by, there are three methods: isogamous, anisogamous, oogamous. Isogamous means fusion of male and female gametes are similar in size. Fusion of male and female. This is the male gamete, this is the female gamete. And male and female gametes are similar in size, and the fusion between the similar gametes is called as isogamous. Iso means similar, gamous means gametes. Which gametes are similar in size? The fusion occur between the similar gametes is called as isogamous. Anisogamous, dissimilar in size. Fusion of gametes similar in size. Fusion of gametes dissimilar in size. The fusion of gametes between the fusion of gametes takes place between the in dissimilar size is called as anisogamy. But what is meant by oogamous? Smaller and motile male gamete. Larger non-motile female gamete. That means the fusion occur between the smaller male gamete is small and smaller non-motile male gamete. fuses with the larger non-motile female gamete is called as a oogamous. Oogamous, there are two types, zyidogamy, siphonogamy. What is zyidogamy? Same definition, smaller motile male gamete fuses with the larger non-motile female gamete is called as a zyidogamy. But what is siphonogamy? For example, in angiosperms, this is the gynoecium, this is the male gamete, and it means so male gametophyte. Male gametophyte means pollen grain. Pollen grain produces pollen tube. Pollen tube. In the embryo sac containing female gamete. Fusion of the male and female gamete through the siphon. Siphon means tube is called as a siphonogamy. Fusion of male gamete, either may be motile or non-motile male gamete fuses with the female gamete through the siphon is called as a siphonogamy. Siphonogamy. So, okay, once again, okay, 5 minutes. అవసరం లేదా? టైం ఎక్కువైందా? Okay, see children, and so plant kingdom divided into two and major classes. Cryptogamy. Cryptogamy means non-flowering plants, and flowering plants are called as a phanerogamy, and non-flowering plants divided into a and 3 division, Thallophyta, Bryophyta, Pteridophyta, and the suffix word of the division is called as a phyta, and Thallophyta is again divided into a 2 subdivisions, algae and fungi. Non-chlorophyllous autotrophic thallophyta is called as algae, non-chlorophyllous heterotrophic thallophyta is called as a fungi, and first landed atracheophytes, embryophytes, archegoniates are called as a bryophyte, and first true landed means tracheophytes, and embryophyte archegoniates are called as a pteridophyte, and phanerogamy flowering plant divided into a single division is called as a spermatophyta. Spermatophyta divided into a 2 groups, gymnosperms and angiosperms. Gymnosperms means only seed bearing plant, angiosperms are fruit and seed bearing plants. Out of all these groups and in the course of evolution, algae, bryophyta, pteridophyta and gymnosperms and angiosperms are the highly and evolved plants. Then next, algae means green color, chlorophyllous, autotrophic, thallophyta. Father of algae is F.E. Fritsch. Father of Indian algae, M.O.P. Iyengar. And some algae associated with the fungi is called as a lichen. Some algae associated with the animals, example sloth bear. And so based on the unicellular, unicellular algae is a chlamydomonas. And so colonial algae, example volvox. And so filamentous algae, Spirogyra ulothrix, and marine algae, example kelps. Algae and so plant algae body is not differentiated, roots, stems and leaves. The algae plant body, it is a filamentous body or thallus body which containing cell wall. It is covered by or made up of by cell wall. Cell wall is differentiated and 2 layers. Outer layer is called as a pectin, inner layer is made up of cellulose, and inside the cell wall cytoplasm. The cytoplasm it containing vacuole covered by cytoplasm it containing chloroplast containing pyrannids. Pyrannids are spherical ball like structure. Pyrannids are storing food material is called as starch, and means finally the reserved food material of algae is called as a starch. Algae vegetatively reproduces by fragmentation, sexually reproduces by spores. Spores are called as a motile spore. Algae sexually reproduces by isogamous, anisogamous, oogamous. Isogamous means the fusion of gametes and occur between the 2 similar gametes is called as isogamous. Dissimilar size is called as anisogamous. Larger and non-motile female gamete fused with the smaller motile male gamete is called as a oogamous. Okay, remaining.